So I've wet my skin and we are doing a morning cleanse, flawless cleanser, so just a simple gentle gel cleanser that won't clog and isn't fragranced. I like to do a morning cleanse. I know there's a little bit of a let's not cleanse in the morning backlash going on social right now, but I just think you've got dead skin cells on there if you're like me. And most of the population, you have combination skin, 65% of us do. And that means you have sebum that's a barrier to entry for actives that you might want to penetrate effectively, particularly in your T-zone. So you want to get rid of those barriers, but in a gentle way that does not upset your skin barrier. Take your time, take a minute, breathe. I like to do the physiological side, a la Andrew Huberman, which involves 2 short inhales and a long exhale. Your skin is clean and ready for rinsing. And when you're rinsing your skin, make sure to use tepid water, not cold, not hot. We don't want to strip out unnecessary lipids. And likewise with the towel, make sure to pat, don't scrub. Next, my antioxidant serum. 80% of why we age is down to environmental things, predominantly UV, mostly UVA, but also things like pollution and just the stress of living, eating calories. All of that creates free radicals and oxidative stress, and the main reasons why skin ages. So each layer should be focused on helping protect our skin. Now, most of the heavy lifting is going to come from our daily SPF habit, and we're coming to that, of course. But meanwhile, we also want to target any problematic areas, and for me, that means I want a little something going on around my eyes, so I'm using some Flawless Brightly Eye to immediately brighten, to tighten and lift a little, and to build the collagen, strengthen the blood vessels and improve any pigmentation that's already there, but also to future-proof by boosting NAD+ and removing senescent cells which drive inflammation. We don't want any of that happening around our eyes where the skin is the thinnest. And I want that right onto my lids because blue vessels there create that dusky tone and makes us look tireder than we actually are. We really don't need that, do we? Now, the nice thing about our eye product is it actually contains hydration and activation in one. So I'm going to go on to activate the rest of my face because it needs activating. And I'm going to use a little Brightly today. Now, Brightly is our azelaic acid-based serum. So for me, that means it's tackling redness, big clogged pores around my nose, and calming any blemishes. Just give me that really desirable glow and radiance. I just love azelaic acid as a product for that, and you can find it in products like The Ordinary's 10% azelaic acid or Paula's Choice azelaic acid booster. Because I'm about to get my period, I'm going to use a little neutralizing gel on my chin. This is a technique I call zoning, and it just means I'm getting a little more powerful anti-blemish activity with 2% salicylic acid plus azelaic plus bakuchiol. You could use benzoyl peroxide or just plain salicylic acid, but the idea is to tackle each problem in the area that it happens. So for me, it's the chin. Next comes hydration, and I think this is critical for daytime because as we go about our day, we're in different environments, cold outside or inside with central heating. It's all quite drying and the humidity can tend to steal water from the surface of our skin. Now, moisturizers don't put water in your skin. That is a common misconception. They're just trapping in there what your skin already contains. Now, our skin is a little damp still from cleansing. I have put my actives on, but it hasn't completely dried out, and that's really critical. I only want to wait a minute or 2 at most between steps before putting on my hydration step, because that's going to help trap water in for the day. And really with hydration, what I want you to do is to feel where your skin needs it. You may not need very much in your T-zone. Like I said, combination skin is super common. You may need plenty in your cheeks. And if you're not using an eye cream, you'll probably need some around your eyes just because that dry skin has a thinner barrier and it does tend to dry out more. What's important to appreciate is that there are barrier boosting ingredients that don't necessarily make a product feel heavy. So just because something is nourishing doesn't mean it necessarily contains barrier building ingredients. So it really is important to look for things like ceramides, niacinamide, ectoin, that are actually quite light ingredients in terms of their texture, but are really powerful at giving you long-lasting hydration through your day. And make sure to take it down your neck. Your neck needs love. If you need a little extra oomph before you cleanse, I do a layer of a hydrating mask in the shower. The shower helps it really penetrate into my skin, and then I cleanse that off. So it's almost like I'm sandwiching my routine with hydration at both ends. Next up, we have protection. This is fundamental, and the sooner you realize this, the sooner you are taking care of your skin properly. Sunscreen is the compound interest of skincare. The earlier you begin, the more it benefits you. I am using tinted sunscreen because I am lazy. Also, the sunscreen I'm using has a really nice glowy finish. When your skin is reasonably clear, tinted sunscreen allows you to get coverage and protection in one. But remember, you must paint the wool. Sunscreen cannot be applied a little bit here, a little bit there. We all remember that infamous Gwyneth Paltrow video where she said she only applied it to the high points of her face. No, we apply it all over. We don't miss any bits. And we use the correct amount. Remember, there's 3 Ds of sunscreen use. Distribution, we want it everywhere, and that's why I use the 13 dot technique. We want it by the hairline, a place we often miss. We want it around our eyes so we prevent that early premature aging that we talked about before. We want to use that 1/4 teaspoon amount. Get your spoons up. It's worth measuring just so you see that you're not tricking yourself into believing that you're using enough when you're actually under applying, like so many of us do. And then the 3rd G is daily, every day, no matter what. Now, so many of us miss our neck when it comes to SPF, and really, it's an area you simply can't afford to miss because it's much like your eyelid skin. It's super thin, and invariably it means it gets extra UV, and it's frequently not properly protected. Now, remember, 80% of why we age is within our control. Only 20% is genetic. So really, simple, consistent action every single day. I promise you, you start this in your teens or your 20s, it will pay dividends. So, skincare routine done, makeup on. I'll see you tonight.